billionaire CEO knelt on one knee to propose to the woman in front of him. Unexpectedly, the woman had no interest in him and rejected him on the spot. She even said that she was already married. The CEO was immediately devastated upon hearing this news, but he had no idea that the husband she mentioned was actually him. The story begins 3 years ago. The single CEO was arranged a marriage by his mother, intent on escaping this arranged marriage. He had a huge argument with his mother and stormed out. He initially planned to find a random girl on the street to get through this situation, but he happened to meet this woman. This woman was no ordinary person. She was the CEO's savior. Moreover, the CEO had already fallen in love with her. The CEO immediately stopped his car. He walked up to the woman with a proud expression and casually asked the woman if she had time. The woman replied that she was in a hurry to go home. The CEO reached out to stop her and directly asked if she had a boyfriend. As soon as he heard the answer he wanted, the CEO straightened his collar and confidently said he would be her boyfriend. Before the woman could even react, the CEO had already pulled out a ring from his suit pocket and knelt down on one knee to propose. The series of actions was performed in one seamless flow. The woman was stunned and didn't react. The woman, coming back to her senses, glanced at her acceptance letter and used the excuse of needing to complete her studies to reject the CEO's proposal. The CEO was shocked. He never imagined that such an outstanding man like himself would be rejected by a woman. To avoid being pressured into marriage, the CEO quickly thought of another solution. He immediately boarded a plane to go abroad. Little did he know that the wife his mother had found for him was the same woman who had just rejected his proposal. The reason the woman agreed to the marriage was because her father had threatened her with her mother's life, forcing her to marry the CEO, who was rumored to be ugly and brutal. As soon as the CEO left, the woman went to see the CEO's mother. When she learned that the CEO had fled the marriage, she was secretly delighted, hoping even more that the CEO would never return to the country. 3 years quickly passed. The first thing the CEO did after returning to the country was to find the woman and pursue her again, but he happened to see the woman arguing with her father at the door. Seeing that he was losing the argument, her father raised his hand to hit her, but a strong hand caught his arm. The CEO had somehow appeared behind the woman. Seeing her husband being overpowered, the stepmother also came out to help, but she was tripped by the CEO. The woman threw down the transfer agreement for her mother's hospital and left with a fierce remark. Watching her graceful departure, the CEO became even more infatuated with her. To build a relationship with the woman, the CEO invited her to a cafe, but after just exchanging a few words, the woman wanted to leave. The CEO gave his assistant a look, who instantly understood and quickly brought in a bouquet of flowers. Then the CEO proposed to the woman again. The onlookers who were watching started to cheer. The CEO recalled how 3 years ago, the woman had performed CPR to save him from drowning. So he believed that the woman was responsible for him. Facing the CEO's heartfelt confession, the woman didn't feel much. As she was about to leave, the CEO stopped her and once again made a deep and emotional confession. The woman realized that the CEO wouldn't let her go so easily. Then she said something that shocked everyone.